Where were you?
Well, I was just working my backup plan as where Luke and Laura could be, and then I ran into Nicholas and Lucky, and they had just gotten a call from Laura.
Oh, thank goodness.
Hey, everybody. Nicholas got a phone call from Laura.
Well, where are they?
This guy just told me. Oh, my, what?
Well, it turns out they eloped. Las Vegas.
Vegas?
That's right, Vegas.
I'll kill her, then you'll kill her.
Yeah.
Eldon, I need a drink. So we could go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Mr. Baldwin,
Yeah. What's up?
I checked Rick Weber's hotel room last night like you ordered.
Yeah.
Mr. Weber hasn't checked out and his things are all around, but he didn't sleep there last night. My God. What are we doing?
Do you want to talk to him? You know, you took one hell of a chance saying that to Scott. What if he would have taken you up on that?
Fact is, he didn't. All right? And I don't buy Scott as Rick Weber's killer. If there was a body up here and we found it before he did, he'd be a lot more nervous, don't you think?
I don't know, Nicholas. You know, Scott's pretty good at covering things up.
The fact is, we need to deal with reality, all right? Your dad killed this guy, Rick Weber.
Yeah, well, if he did, he had a good reason for it. Now, whatever terrible thing happened to Mom up here, Rick is responsible for it. And I'm not going to let my dad take the fall for it.
Okay, fine. So how can you stop it?
We are going to stop it.
We?
Yeah, if there's no body, there's no murder, right? Right?
We?
Brother?
I don't like this, man. I'm telling you, I don't like it at all.
Trust me, it'll work.
You think so? Really?
Well, it's not like we have all the time in the world or any other options.
Will you listen to yourself, Lucky? Please listen to yourself. You act like this is no big deal. Look behind you. We have another dead body in my car. You want to know one of the biggest problems I have with this?
Not really.
Well, you're going to hear it anyway. Is you automatically assuming it's okay to store dead bodies in my house.
It's not a house. That's what makes it so perfect. It's like this Gothic pile of rocks that has 800 rooms and nobody lives there except you and G and a bunch of servants who will do anything you say. What better setup could we ask for?
Oh, I've got one. How about we stop getting stuck with dead bodies?
We didn't go looking for that cop. What was his name anyway?
Ted. Dead Ted. Sorry, that's a bad
Well, we didn't
joke.
go looking for him any more than we did Rick Weber. Now, I can understand how you would feel uneasy. So am I. We gotta keep our heads about us. We gotta hide this corpse until Mom and my dad resurface. You called ahead, right?
Yeah, the launch is waiting, and I gave the staff the night off.
Okay, perfect. We'll stash old Rick here in the basement freezer and wait it out.
Well, you know what? I said it before, and I will say it again. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Do you think I do?
I'm not sure. You're having fun with this.
My parents are missing, and all they left behind was Rick Weber, and he's not talking. We don't know if anything they had to do with the... Wait a minute. It's cops. What did you do?
Okay. We're as dead as he is. We are as dead as he is. Just be cool.
This is great. Real great. It was actually my fault, officer. I was distracting my brother. That's why he didn't see the stop sign.
All right, we'll pay more attention next time.
Absolutely.
Sir? Hey, you okay? Hello?
He can't hear you.
Why is that?
Because he's totally trashed. It's a sad fact, but our father's an alcoholic.
And we're taking him home to put him to bed.
For like what? Like the millionth time?
Well, he looks a little, pale.
Exactly what I was telling my brother. That's why he ran the stop sign. He's been sick. He has no business drinking. Well, that's... doesn't stop him, though.
And that's why I'm in such a hurry. So.
Well, that's not a reason to run a stop sign.
No, sir. I definitely was not making one. No.
All right. Get your father home. And don't break any more traffic laws.
No, sir.
Thank you, officer. Thank you.
All right, listen, check on the rental car and get back to me as soon as possible. That's
Okay.
right.
Now what?
I'll think of something.
Oh, that's good. I get stuck with the dead body
Just
thing.
1 minute. I'll be right back.
Lucky, come on. Lucky.
All right. Call me as soon as you find anything out. Goodbye.
Hey there, Scott. How are you? Boy, or Charles' new DA making sure the jetty's safe. That's nice of you. That's real nice.
Well, lucky I've been walking around down here for years. I like to come down here and think, but, you know, I'm glad I ran into you because you were on my list of people to call.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Huh.
You see, I did some checking as to why Rick Weber didn't show up at your mother's wedding.
Oh, yeah. Did you find out anything interesting on that?
As a matter of fact, I did. You see, he never checked out of his hotel room, but yet he hasn't slept in his bed there. But nobody has seen him for 24 hours.
That is strange. What's it have to do with me?
Well, I want to know what your father knows about him just disappearing off the planet. And I think you could help me accomplish that.
Well, you were there, Scott, when Nicholas was talking to my mother. She didn't leave a number.
You haven't heard from her since.
She's on her honeymoon.
Well, you'd think maybe she'd check in with Leslie, see how her little daughter's doing.
Well, Grandma hasn't mentioned anything, but if she has to get a hold of you, I'll ask her if she'll do that. And if I hear from my father, I'll make sure he connects with you as well.
You know, you sounded just like your father there for a second, just sort of double talking.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
Thanks.
No, it's not a compliment, Lucky. Now listen, do yourself a favor. Your father's mixed up with Rick's disappearance. Stay out of it, because the last thing I want to do is prosecute and go after one of Laura's kids.
Oh, wait a minute. Let's back up here. Aren't you getting a little ahead of yourself? Prosecute me for what exactly, Baldwin? My parents eloped. Rick didn't show up to a wedding that didn't happen. I mean, in my opinion, none of that constitutes as a crime.
What are you doing down on the docks here anyway? You cruising?
Oh. Actually, I was looking for Nicholas, not that I have to answer that question. And by the way, it's been years since I've had a curfew.
Well, you seem to have answered everything, don't you, Lucky?
So far, I do.
Well, listen, let me just tell you something. Don't get too cocky, because that's how you trip yourself up.